Let us discuss this problem. Question says two electric valve marked 25 watt 220 volt and 100 watt 220 volt are connected in series to a 440 volt supply. Which of the valve will fuse? So we have to find which valve will fuse. So let us first find resistance of each valve. I have one valve of resistance, let us say R1, and the wattage is 25 watt at 220 volt, and another resistance we have, let us say R2, and this is 100 watt and the voltage is 220 volt. Now we can find formula power is equals to V square by R. So from here R is nothing but V square by P. So I have R1 in this case and P is basically 220. So 220 square divided by power is 25 watt. Similarly we can calculate R2. So let us say if you do the same thing, R2 is equals to V square by P2, and V is nothing but 220, this whole square, and this P2 is basically 100. So in this case this is power or resistance. Now these two resistors are connected in series. Question says these two resistors are connected in series and they are further connected by a 440 volt supply. So this is 440. Now equivalent resistance in this case is equals to R1 plus R2, that is in the series. Now if I apply V is equals to IR formula, so we will have V is equals to 440 and R is equals to R1 plus R2. This is 220 whole square divided by 25 plus 220 whole square divided by 100. Now 1 220 we can cancel, so from here I can write 440 is equals to I times, let us say 220 common, so I will have 220 by 25 plus 220 by 100. Now this 220 goes, so I will have 2, so let us say 2 is equals to I times, and here I can also cancel this 0 and 11 by 5. Now here I can cancel from 5 and 5. Oh, this is 4 basically, so this is 4, so this is 4, so this is basically 55 by 5, so this is 55 by 5, that is, so from here I can say 2 I is equals to 2 by 11. You see this is 5 11, so I is equals to basically 2 by 11. Are you getting or not? So this is I. Now we can find what is the power in R1. So power in R1, let us say P1. Now I square into R1, I is 2 by 11 I square, and R1 is basically we have calculated here, R1 is 220 whole square by 25, 220 whole square divided by 25. So let us calculate this. This is 4 and this is 11 into 11 and this is 220 into 220 and this divided by 25. So this cancels out with 20, this again with 20. So I will have, and this is 5 4 and this is again 5 4. So I will have 3 times 4. So 64 watt is the power. Now let us say bulb rating is only 25 wattage. For R1 this is 25, but now this is 65 watt, that is greater than 25 watt. So basically in this case power dissociated in valve 1 is more than the power required. So the valve 1 will fuse. So valve 1 will fuse. Valve 1 is nothing but 25 voltage valve. So this is 25 watt bulb is option number 2. So in this case option 2 is the correct answer. Now this problem is from projectile chapter. It's an easy problem. Question says a boy can throw a stone up to a maximum height of 10 meter. Maximum horizontal distance that the boy can throw the same stone up to will be. So what the question says, if a object or if a stone is thrown up, maximum height attained by this stone, that is this the height, maximum height attained by this stone is 10 meter. Now if you remember, maximum height h max is nothing but b square divided by 2z. You can verify yourself. Here we have, let us say, velocity is v and the final velocity is 0. So here we have 0 velocity. So what we can do, we can apply v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Since g is downward, so I have to take minus sign, so minus 2z h. So from here we can write h is equals to v square by 2z. Now the maximum height is given, that is 10 meter. So 10 is equals to v square by 2z and g is 10, let us say. So from here we can write v square is equals to 200. That is v is equals to under root 200, that is 10 root 2 meter per second. So velocity is 10 root 2 meter per second. So this is the velocity we have. Now the question says, now if the stone is thrown up, what is the maximum horizontal distance? So this time let us say, if I throw a stone this way, this will cover this kind of projectile and it will fall somewhere here. I am assuming the height of boy, the person who is throwing this ball, is almost 0. So what is the assumption in this problem? So assuming height of boy, height of boy is basically negligible, So if you see, we have a formula for range in projectile and the range is given by v square sine 2 theta divided by z. In this case v is basically same velocity, that is 10 root 2 meter per second. So this is thrown by 10 root 2. So range will be 10 root 2 whole square sine 2 theta, z is 10. Now I need maximum range, and this is possible only if sine 2 theta is maximum, that is sine 2 theta is 1. This is possible when 2 theta is 90 degree, that is theta is 45 degree. So this is maximum only when 2 theta is 90 degree and this means theta is 45 degree. So maximum range will be of 10 when this person is throwing this ball at an angle of 45 degree. So what we will have, so we will have sine theta is 1, so 10 root 2, that is 200. So you see here, you can verify yourself, 10 root 2 whole square, that is 200 and divided by 10, so this is 20 meter. So maximum range of 10 is 20 meter. Now see which option we have in this case. So option number 3 is the correct answer in this case. So option 3. Now this question says, in Young's double slit experiment, one of the slit is wider than the other, so that the amplitude of the light from one slit is double to the other slit. So let us say one amplitude is A0, so other amplitude A2 will be double of this, that is 2A0. If maximum intensity IM if Im be the maximum intensity, the resultant intensity I when the interference at phase difference of phi. So Im is the maximum intensity. This is given. And phi is the phase also given. So phi is the phase difference. So what will be the maximum intensity? What will be the intensity when these two waves basically? If you remember, we have resultant amplitude, a formula for resultant amplitude, that is A square is equals to A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos delta. Delta is the phase difference. In this case, this is phi. Now basically amplitude is directly proportional to intensity. Amplitude square is directly proportional to intensity. Let us find what is the maximum amplitude we will have. So A max whole square, this is equals to A1 is A naught whole square, and this is 2A naught whole square, that is 4A naught whole square, plus 2 into 2 4 A naught whole square cos delta. So this is cos delta, and delta in this case is phi. So this will be maximum when cos phi is 1, that is cos delta is 1. So maximum will be A naught square plus 4A naught square plus 4A naught square. So this is your maximum amplitude we will have. Now this is maximum amplitude is basically directly proportional to a square of the maximum amplitude is directly proportional to maximum intensity. So you see, a square of amplitude is proportional to intensity. So now I can say this is 9A naught whole square is proportional to I max. So let us keep this equation here. Now my phase difference is phi. In that case, amplitude whole square will be A1 square. A1 is simply A naught whole square, and A2 is 2A naught, so that is 4A naught whole square plus 4A naught whole square, and this time we will have cos phase difference is phi. So if I take cos phi common, so I will have A naught square 5A naught square plus 4A naught whole square cos phi. We can also simplify the same thing in a better way. If I keep this A naught square and take 4A naught square common, so I will have 1 plus cos phi, and 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. So A naught square 8A naught square 2 cos square phi by 2. So cos square phi by 2. Now this is the value of A square, amplitude square, and amplitude square, this is basically proportional to intensity. So we can have these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. If we divide these two equations, 9A naught square divided by A naught square plus 8A naught square cos phi by 2 is equals to I max divided by I. Because in this case proportionality is constant, will cancel. So I will have I is equals to I max, because A naught cancels out, 1 plus 8, this is cos square phi by 2, this divided by 9A naught square. So basically 9. So if I rearrange, we will have I is equals to I max into 1 by 9 plus 8 by 9 cos square phi by 2. So we will have 1 by 9 plus 8 by 9, that is the option number 3. So in this case, option 3 is the correct answer.